EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Wait, that wide, 80. Stay with your man. Hey, Alabama. 48 months. Bud.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down, Patriots.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Tighten up. Go bandit. Go.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Check it. Watch 36 tonight. No chance.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Hey, go 66. Hey, Alpha. Hey.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Complete to Dorsett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. That's the run. Slant.
Check the backer. Kill.
When he hits.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I'm going to hit you.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Wait, set. 20.
All right, T, let's go.
From the 30 on second down, Brady to Michelle on the screen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. Regular. Go.
36. Drop deep.
From the gun, it's Brady. He hits White, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe...
Then he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Owasor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. We're scoreless after 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Ozzie!
Yeah, Mike. Push him back. Check.
Hey, orbit.
Check. I got motion. 50
Brady going to go on 4th down. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check up. Safe.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Yeah, baby.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 38, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Now, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans, but then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, Charlie. Mike, 36. 50. 36. Better bring it. You better bring it. Let's go on. No, 66. 72. 10. Under 10. Both hands in.
Shotgun now for Brady. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. You run. Mike,
Brady now on first down. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 4.
X3. 218. Chop. Alert. Hey, Delta.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, both 66.
To throw is Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch 36.
Let's go.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Be a long day for you. Watch 36.
Alert. All day, baby. All day.
Now Brady again. And able to find Dorsett. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Brady. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
36. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Check nickel. Hey, alert 3. Check. Fresno. Show a second.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Alpha. Move. Ozzie.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Muscles him off. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Tried to get it to Willie Snead there, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
90 is the mic. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check safety. Watch it. Hayward. 90 is the mic. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Shit.
Throwing again. Jackson. Snead's got it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. Towards the end zone for Brown. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Jim. Out.
To throw again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Wait, set, 380! Even, fourth down, even. He's checking. Crash, bang, 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 bang. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 72.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Now, a tie game, I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter.
Check 50.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And avoids the contact by sliding. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't. Be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Set, ready. Now the wolf. Walk time. Tight end right. 3 down. Check. Boom. Check. Whip. 1, 2, 3.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mike 91. Slam. You go tight. You got 22, jet, forward. 22, jet, forward.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check 37. Check
36, 36.
New Mike 52.
From the gun, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 52, Mike 52. That's trash. That's trash. No, check.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Goal 50. 58's the mic. Goal 58's the mic. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Ready? Check 99. Check 99. Check it.
They go back to Grant. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Corey Grant, 76 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They continue to look really sharp, Charles, in this third quarter.
Yeah, they've been jet-propelled here because they've ended up finding the end zone twice, including what we just saw there. Almost like they grabbed the hammer and fashioned a thunderbolt on that play.
And making that halftime tie a distant memory right now. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check, check, check. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Ingram again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now Jackson operating from the gun. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And whatever adjustments they made at intermission, they're working because the first half they didn't look so hot. Now they seem to be clicking.
And you know me really well, partner. A lot of the time I like to downplay the idea of adjustments. Maybe it's just they executed better. But in this case, I think you're right on to something. They look so much sharper, so much better. They obviously saw something they needed to change, and they did exactly that.
Change is working right now. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo.
Check it, reload.
4 down, 4 down. Watch 2, watch 2. Check, check. Left.
Hey, 66. Rip. Let's go. Hey, 66.
Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We've seen them do much better here after a struggling first half.
And what I like about what I've seen is that they're executing at a much higher rate now. And I don't know how much of that is changing plays or changing philosophies as much as, okay, guys, let's just get it together and tune things up to a really nice degree.
Yeah, sometimes it can just be a leader in the huddle saying, let's get this together, right?
And so many times you've worked all week on certain things that if you're just going to throw it all out and kind of start over, you're not going to execute as well. Sometimes it's just what you said. Okay, guys, let's get it together. Let's go right now. And that's exactly what they're doing.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 7.
Wait, that. Down 80. Down 80.
I'm going to run you over.
Ball 50.
Brady now on first down. Dorsett making the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
You ain't going nowhere.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. New England on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a give, right side. It's Grant. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Well, that'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Bravo!
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Get ready!
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brady hitting Dorsett complete, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on 1st down. Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Brady to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Single receiver. Hey,
He'll look to throw to Michel on the screen. 11 yards there. First down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with White, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal.
You draw quarter. Regular. Hey, wahoo! Ozzy! Buzz! Go Bandit!
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26. Yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
At the 27-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
A3's me. Single, single. Sponge, sponge.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Under 10.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's complete to Snead. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Caught by Sanu. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. First down, here's White. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Get him. 64.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
48.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80. You better bring it. Wait to the end.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Dorsett's got it. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From midfield, here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Wait, set. 53.
Exit. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Ozzy. Ozzy. Alert. Shadow.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game. And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post. But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for New England, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.